Welcome to the Author Spotlight. My name is Aurelia Wynn. I'm the owner and operator of Wynn Publications. My first question is going to be, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, and then what it is that you do outside of writing.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. I'm Logan Stoves. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Right now, I'm currently a junior at Troy University, and I major in multimedia journalism. So outside of writing, I'm usually just doing schoolwork right now and working on like sports blogs and whatever.
Wow, that's so cool. So, oh my God. Okay, so also let me go ahead and give you this other disclaimer. So, I actually went to school to become a journalist, and just there's the structure of journalism is a bit different. Well, it's a lot different from creative writing. And so, how do you like the courses that you're taking that's in school?
I think it keeps me pretty balanced
Okay.
because like I like the creative writing. I can write that, and then I also can focus on like sports at the same time. So I pick a time for like both of them,
Okay.
and I just go from there.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So then, what other class are you? Is that your focus? Sports writing or
Yeah.
okay?
Yes, sports information is my minor. Multimedia is like my major.
Okay. Okay. So multimedia. What all does that include?
Basically, multimedia. The classes that I have to take is like a little bit of communications mixed in with like a lot of journalism classes.
Okay.
So basically,
Nice. Yeah. So are you on your school paper then, or?
I just try to like. I didn't necessarily try to join the school paper. I just do like my own thing.
Okay.
Necessarily.
Okay. Nice. So you have a blog, you were saying?
Yes, ma'am.
What
it's
is
called
it?
Space Alien Sports.
Wait, say it again.
Space Alien Sports. It's just something I came.
Okay.
Something I came up when I was little.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, we gonna have to check that out. That's pretty cool. So you said you're from. Tell me again. You're from
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, cool. So what? Okay, what? Let's just go ahead and jump into this. Then, what is your book about?
My book. This is the first book I ever wrote. It's called A Homecoming Racer. Right here. And so this book is about basically it's about it's like African American just trying to accomplish history. I mean, make history and like NASCAR because NASCAR is like a predominant white sports. And I always like I grew up as a NASCAR fan. I watched Jeff Gordon and Kyle Busch and all of them. But every time I say something to my parents or friends, they always like laugh because they was like don't know African American be a race car driver. So that's where I got the idea of the racer part from, and then the homecoming part. So, like the NASCAR championship, the race always happened around homecoming in high school. So, basically, the character he's trying to get the girl, his crush, to go to the dance with him, and so that's where I got both sides from.
Oh wow. Okay. So what is it? So do you talk about NASCAR and everything like that in your book as well?
Yes, it's like half and half.
Okay.
It's like basically it's a week leading up to the championship and the homecoming dance, which is in like the same kind of weekend.
Okay, cool. Have you ever been to a NASCAR race live?
I tried to go, but no one wants to go with me. So
okay. Oh dang. Oh man, that's so cool. So get this. So I used to live in Daytona Beach, Florida. Right, like literally right up the street was Daytona, the racetrack, International Speedway racetrack. And man, it's something else. I mean, yeah, I agree. The sport is predominantly Caucasian white people out there. Some Hispanics, but not a whole lot of blacks. That is right, unless they're manning like booths or stuff like that. But I've never gone to a race. I just lived by it, and so I mean, it's a big industry. It really is, and people just don't know about it. And so that's cool that you have a whole book about it. That's cool. So if someone wanted to purchase your book, where could they find it at?
It's mostly available at Amazon. I have the ebook at Books A Million. Okay. So that's the only things I got it on right now.
Okay, wow. How did you get your book into Books A Million?
I was going through their website and I saw like you can add your book on there through like ebook, and I so happened just to upload on there. And then it uploaded like 3 days later.
Oh, wow, nice. And so if anybody's listening and you want to get your books on Books A Million, because this is a first, definitely, hey, get your pen and paper out because I have a feeling you're going to learn something here. So Books A Million, you go on their website and look for, what, add your book, or what is it called?
I think it was, if I can remember correctly, I was just going, it's like at the bottom, something about contacting us about a book, and I just so happened just to scroll upon it.
Oh, wow. Wow, see? So, listen, people, because, one of the biggest obstacles as an author, and I was just talking to somebody about this just a moment ago, and we were talking about the distribution aspect, like, where should you put your book at? And so I think that's pretty cool. I myself haven't even got and I've published about four or five now for myself, and I haven't even gotten it published on Books A Million, so I'm going to have to look into that. That's pretty cool. All right. So then, you're in school, you're writing. You said, you found time to balance it all. How do you do that?
So basically, I try to, between sports events always happen during weekends and on Mondays. So I try to do most of my sports writing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and most Thursday morning. And then the rest of the week, it goes about, try to put some effort into books and stuff, writing.
Okay, definitely. So you just basically make time for it then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hey, I like it. So then what was your toughest challenge then in becoming an author?
Procrastination and letting writer block win all the time, and I take a break, and then I'm supposed to come back, but then I get distracted, and then it takes me longer to write a book instead of doing it how I'm supposed to be doing it.
Okay, yeah. How funny. That's a common theme. So what is something that you did to get over that? How do you stop procrastinating or get over writer's block?
I think for me personally, I just try to focus on what I need to write, and then once I get that part out of the way, I feel like I can write the next part, and then once I'm starting writing it, I feel like it's flowing eventually, and then I feel like I could be writer block by focusing on it.
Okay. So would you say once you pick up that momentum, it becomes a little bit easier after you okay, I've come this far, I got to keep going kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So then, have you ever encountered any moments where you felt like you wanted to quit? And then if so, what'd you do?
I don't think I wanted to quit. I think I just try to push myself through, and if I can't think about it, I'll just put some music on and see if I can brainstorm and keep going.
Okay, nice. Okay, absolutely. So then, what tips do you have for other authors who are trying to balance out, just their different aspects of life and things like that? Do you have any tips that you could share with them?
Well, basically, the one I just go about is just instead of just thinking about it, just write it down on a piece of paper and let it go from there.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Super simple, super straight to the point. There's no getting any of this wrong. Like I said earlier, if you don't have your pen out, you're missing out on some free nuggets here. Definitely. So, okay, then, you said kind of your momentum helps you keep going. Give me 2 other things that help you keep going when you find yourself slowing down, maybe.
I'd say my music helped me a lot because it helped me stay focused, and probably just walking, just something that's clear your mind and let you think. Okay. Basically, that helped me think. Well, right.
Okay. Anything else?
I can't think of nothing else.
That's about it? Hey, that's good for me. So once motivation keeps going, that helps you. And then doing things to clear your mind. I definitely agree because, I guess if you have a lot on your mind, it could be hard to sit down and just write. And so I definitely get that. And so I want to go back to your book. And maybe you already answered this question already. But what inspired your book? Just your love for NASCAR?
Yeah, but pretty much that.
Okay. That's it?
And, well, when I was, basically that's it.
Okay. Okay, cool. Anything else you wanna tell us about your book, or any other projects that you have going on?
Mm, well, I'm working on my second book. It's gonna be like video game type based, and so I'm thinking like video games. You know how video games have been evolving, and now they having where you can basically get paid, and streaming is getting better. So basically, I was gonna think about turning like video game into reality, and where you can end up being inside the video game. So that's gonna be the next book I'm working on right now.
Okay, cool. Hey, I look forward. Hey, I look forward to when that one comes out, and maybe getting you back on here and talking about that too. Okay. Do you have anything? Because pretty soon, one of my goals, one of my personal goals, and I would love to get your take on this, is to really reach out to more college students who have a story to write, but maybe just don't have all the tools and things like that. How did you come across, like, and maybe would you say it was the classes that helped you publish your book, or how did you come across, like, just the different tools that you need to self-publish?
Basically, I just did my research, and then I saw that the different prices, and then I read about Amazon, and they're self-publishing, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna do the first time. And then I thought about the second one. I think if I don't like talk to a publishing person, I might do is like another self-publish. So basically, self-publishing is not going to be easy, but it is a good route for your like first book. Okay. Just make sure you get the right people to look at it.
Okay. Well, talk about that. What do you mean, get the right people to look at it? Like what?
The right editor. Like, make sure they like go through the book and make sure that it's like no commas. I mean, it's going to be like you might have like a little error here or there, but make sure they look at it and read it and go all the way through.
Okay.
And the right cover design as well.
Okay. So did you do all that yourself? Did you do your cover and all that by yourself, or?
I had a friend that did like my cover, and he'd been an artist most of his whole life, so he helped me out pretty good.
Okay, nice. So you kind of had I call it a team. If it's more than one person, I think it's a team. So you had a team together to help you with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So did you or did you not edit your book yourself? Did you get someone else to do it?
I had like two people that go over it, but I think they didn't do like a pretty good job, so I have to really like find another one this time.
Okay.
So.
Nice. So then how do you, because I keep hearing that from different authors that I talk to, like, what is it? Uh-oh. Are you there? Oh, okay. You had went out for a minute.
Yes.
What is it that you look for in an editor? Like, how can you ensure that they're going to be good? Like, how do you know?
Basically, people has told me just look at their credentials, but I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Basically, somebody I know that's really good with Grammarly stuff.
Okay, nice. Because I'm gonna go ahead and just and drop in my a little note to kind of promote myself and my business. And so at Win Publications, right now it's just me. It's a one-woman show, but I do have a team that helps me with some other things. But I do edit, and so that's why I was kind of wondering, like, man, what do people look for in an editor? And so definitely that'll be something that I think about more so just moving forward, because that's definitely an issue that I hear about so often. And I think that one of the things as an editor, when I get people's manuscripts, I think one of the things that might be misunderstood with it is that anything that you do, even when you hire somebody, it's a team effort. It's not just one-sided. It's not like daycare where you drop off your kid and you expect them to kind of teach your kid, and then you come back and then you expect your kid to know their ABCs and different things like that, and you haven't had to really put in a whole lot of work. It's a little bit different than that. At least when I'm working with people, I like for it to be a team effort. So what I'm saying is, like, when I get a manuscript, I want it to look a certain way. I want it to be like double spaced, 12-point font, nothing fancy, things like that. And then I also wanted it to be kind of pre-edited. And so I don't know. I'm curious about, and maybe if you're an editor and you're listening to this, go ahead and drop a comment. What is your process? I just think maybe some people get confused. Maybe as someone who's looking for an editor, ask more questions. And if they can't answer your question, that might be a key indicator that this might not be the right person for you. Definitely do your research. No harm against you. I'm just putting that out there like, hey, I'm an editor. If you need something, definitely run it by me. One of the things I had a client tell me, well, she requested, she said, hey, can you edit a chapter of my book? That way I can see your work. And I thought, wow, that's pretty dope. Like, I never had anybody request that. And so moving forward, that might be something that I implement, but also just to give that advice to the public or whoever is listening to this. Give them a test, right? Give them a test, especially if you're paying somebody for a service. If you have to come up out of your pocket with money and pay for something, definitely make sure you're getting your money's worth. And so just, not to take away from what you're saying, but to add to it, definitely, if you're going to pay for something, please, please, please do your research, because it's a shame. And I think that a lot of, and I don't know, maybe you could tell me what you think about this too. A lot of self-publishers get a bad rap just because when people go and purchase their books, they do find a lot of grammatical errors in them. What do you think about that?
Well, when I go and purchase my book, I did hear a couple of that, and I think that's because I just didn't do my research on the editor. But I know going forward, I think I should get less reviews about that, and more just about the book in general.
Yeah, definitely. And it could just be a growing process, a learning thing. I like it. Well, thank you so much for taking your time and jumping on this with me.